I'm Carolyn of Carolyn and Hill, and today we're going to do a full walking tour of Birkdale Village. We've been staying here in our Airbnb, and when we were looking for a walking tour, we didn't see one. Today I'm taking you on a full walking tour of Birkdale Village, a super charming and cute retail, shops, and living space here in Huntersville, North Carolina. If you're here for boutique shopping, amazing restaurants, or you just want to hang out, Birkdale's a great place to come. Grab your coffee, let's lace up our walking shoes and take a walking tour of Birkdale Village. So we're starting here at the fountain, which it says to stay off of, but basically everyone plays on it anyway. Basically all week we've seen kids walking on the fountain, and so that's a super fun spot. If you have kids, meet up with a mom friend of yours and take them on the splash pad fountain area. And when we turn, we have the green area where they do all kinds of events, concerts. There was like a preschool activity. So here's the green right in the middle of Birkdale. There's some restrooms right here. You can use if you're around. And then the Birkdale Concierge, which is closed right now since it's early in the morning, but you can use that. Then we have the valet, which is usually closed. It must just be open maybe on the weekends. So we're right in the middle of the shopping complex right now, and we're coming up to a brand new Sweet Green, and then right in front of me is a Warby Parker. We're coming up on the end of the middle section of Birkdale Village. There's a monument here which can like orient us. So if you walk that way, that's the end of the street to come into Birkdale. And at the end of this complex here, we have a Williams-Sonoma, the office, and our house studio. And over on this side is the Haven leasing office all the way on the end. There's a pool and a gym for residents down there. Then we have a law firm, a jewelry store, a jeweler, and a Victoria's Secret. I'm gonna take you guys down this side street because it's not just the middle of Birkdale, there's a lot around the edges as well. Right over here there's an Anthropologie. I'm gonna run quickly across the street and show you guys some restaurants over here. Alright, so at the end of this complex we have a salon, a Joss A. Bank suit store, and Midwood Smokehouse, which has really great nachos, barbecue, really good kids meals for the kids too, so that's definitely a place to check out if you guys are looking for a spot for dinner at Birkdale. Good amount of parking right now. It definitely fills up quickly because there's so many people who come down here. You can just see how quaint and pretty, especially a morning walk in Birkdale is. It hasn't gotten too hot yet. It is the middle of July in North Carolina right now. So over here we have an American Eagle and an Airy. And then the Kilted Buffalo, which is a bar, open late, and you can get drinks to go and walk around Birkdale with drinks in the social district, and there's signs that will show you where the social district is. And then next up we have the Cheesecake Factory. There's going to be a Pottery Barn opening in the fall of 2025, so it looks like they're working on that right now. Over here we have a Chipotle, a Nothing But Cakes, Asian Works, and Chase Bank. And then a big Barnes & Noble, which would be super fun to come and chill and have a coffee in the morning since they have a Starbucks in there. We have been staying in Birkdale with an Airbnb. It's been so nice to be able to walk everywhere and just get to whatever you want to have in just a quick 5 or 10 minute walk. All right, next up on this little we went across another alleyway, and here we have the Apple Store and a Bonefish Grill. Lots of parking over here as well. And then we have a Dick's Sporting Goods. And then at the very end, in a separate building, is Fleet Feet, Bella Lago Salon, Lux Queen's Nail Spa, Burner Cigar Co., and a sandwich shop called Which Witch. All right, now we are on the corner of Cranlin and Townley Road. So there's that separate building, and then over here is some more parking on the end, and we're gonna head up this way, which is back to the center of Birkdale Village. Here's that limits of social district sign. So you can have alcoholic beverages within the marked area between 11 a.m. and 10 p.m. There are parking garages. Sometimes they are saved for the residents, but a lot of times they're open. Then we have Icebox Cryotherapy, Savory Spice, and Sport Clips Haircut. Savory Spice looks like it has like jams and jellies and dips and things like that, but I've not gone in there. Chiropractor. It's called the Joint Chiropractic Place. And then we have the movie theater. Hill and the boys went to see a movie at this movie theater and they said it was great. It's not reclining seats, so it's a little bit more old style, but a nice place to stop. And right across from the movie theater is Bricks Wood-Fired Pizza. They have lots of wood all around. Okay, so we're walking through the middle right now. We're gonna circle back and end up in the middle right at the fountain where we started. Well, let's head this way. I haven't actually been down here this whole time that we've been staying at Birkdale. So let's see what's down this way. Oh, cute. So this is Poppies. It says unique monogrammed gifts. Pretty fun. Looks like they have some really neat, cute stuff in there. Very like southern looking to me. Okay, then there's Beam, which is a sauna studio, and Green Brothers Juice and Smoothie Co. Yum. And then there's a Pure Bar, which people are actually coming into, so now I'm embarrassed. We're coming back up on the center of Birkdale, and this is Ease or Easy. It's an Asian restaurant. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to do this would be. They're gonna walk, probably walk down one side, come back down the other side, and then walk down the middle section, I think. Then we have Easy or Ease to Go. It's a fusion sushi restaurant, is what it says. And then we have a spot called Southern Tide. You can kind of see the clothes that are available in there. Right next to Lily Pulitzer. And there's a parking garage number 1 down here. And an open space. Now we're coming up on Foxcroft Wine Co. Another restaurant area. Ton of really great restaurants in Birkdale Village. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. And you can get margaritas to go here and Miller High Life. And then at the end of this street right over there, there is a cleaners. The dry cleaners, I assume. Then we have Finn and Fino. It's another restaurant. Here's their current menu. Trying to get the glare off, but you can pause to read if you can. And Kava. They are making a delivery to right now. This is loud right here. We have a Sunglass Hut and a Francesca's. Here's the other side of the center. And then we have a Julie's Boutique. Looks like there's really cute dresses in there. Now we're near parking garage 4. And then they have a pretty big Sephora. Right next to Sephora is Love Sack, which is couches and furniture. And then right here is White House Black Market. And we have a Bath and Body Works. Sorry for the background noise. Hunter Scott and a Lululemon. So here we are at Anthropology, which I know I already showed. We have a big wedding section. And then we have Ever Eve. So I didn't get a chance to go into this trip, but it looks like it's really great stuff in here. Then we have Uniquities, also a clothing store, and Buttermilk Sky Pie Shop. Delicious pies in there, so good. Right next to J. Jill. Another store called Monkeys. Everything but water if you need a swimsuit. And then Rowan, which is an ear piercing studio. You can buy earrings there as well. Next we have the Starbucks and Red Rocks, which is a restaurant and bar. So this is a nice, this middle area is really the restaurant section of Birkdale. And so all the restaurants are pretty much focused in this middle center area right around the fountain. Down here we have Paint Nail Bar right past Red Rocks. And then over here we have North Italia. I had some of their food last night. It was delicious. Burrata salad, highly recommend. And then right next to North Italia is Bar Choco. Now we're coming upon the ice cream section. So we have TCBY frozen yogurt, the country's best yogurt. And we have Kilwin's ice cream and candy shop. Very traditional ice cream place there. Delicious. Then we have Dry Bar. If you want to go get a blowout in there, you can do that. Apricot Lane Boutique. Looks like it has some cute clothes in there. And back to Brick's Wood-Fired Pizza. All right, we're coming up upon Cranlin, which is the outer limit one of the outer limits of Birkdale. So we're gonna head down to the center section and make our way back to the fountain. If you want to do a photo booth with your friends, it's $8. And then I love all these little shops in the middle. So there is an espresso bar that doesn't open till 10 a.m., which I find odd, but you know, a Mrs. Fields and a melon hat company. And then this shop is called Morelia Gourmet Paletas, which are these ice cream bars, and you can get it dipped in chocolate and different sprinkles and toppings. It was really good. We tried it the other day. There's a lot of places to sit in the middle, and right now I wish I could keep walking through, but they are making a new restaurant called Suffolk Punch Brewing Co. So that is under construction right now. And maybe by the time you come, it'll be ready to go. So that'll be super fun. So here we are back at the fountain. Lots of leaf blowing happening, so I apologize for the background noise. That is our tour of Birkdale Village. That's the full walking tour of Birkdale Village. Thanks for coming along with me, and like, comment, and subscribe below. And leave me a comment of where your favorite spot in Birkdale is, or where you'd like me to go next.